mambe bambanding ching. Cuban to bar, it's a way to connect with your friends and family easily with Qcells. SMS chat, a meeting place. It's where we're at. Cuban to bar. You can create your own private room, or you can join one of our public ones like banter for news, music and sports. Just send join to 555 and start chatting via SMS to keep up with what's going on. Not only is Cuban chat fun, but each message costs only 5 batoots. Yes, 5 batoots. For more info, call 111 or visit our website at www.qcell.gm. Qcell, Sunyu Boss. Cuban Bar, it's a way to connect with your friends and family easily with Qcells. SMS chat, a meeting place. It's where we're at. Cuban Bar. You can create your own. Qcell, the Gambia's only 3G plus network.
moom sa alal lu mu tekki ndax mooy dox nim la neexee ci bayal gu yaatu bayal gu jéegi dayo ndax mooy di ndaag di gaagu ci lum la neexee ndax mooy pour uti lu gën uti lu fees bët ndax mooy wone maandute maandute mu amul ab yokkute pour bépp doomi aadama booloo nekk benn am benn jubluwaay yi lépp mooy tax ñu ne
Good evening and welcome to the news at 10 on GRTS. In the headlines tonight, President Jammeh joins fellow African leaders in the Equatorial Guinean capital, Malabo, for the 17th ordinary session of the African Union Heads of State and Government Summit. Accelerating growth and employment in the productive sectors of the economy tops the agenda at a two-day economic summit declared open by Vice President Dr. Aissatou Njie Seydi. The International Criminal Court dispatches a team of judicial investigators to Cote d'Ivoire tasked with the responsibility of probing war crimes allegations, and the opposition in the Democratic Republic of Congo laments the lackluster voter registration exercise, especially in the capital Kinshasa, 8 days before the end of the process. These stories and much more coming ahead in the news. I'm Aissatou Dabo. You're watching the news on GRTS. His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh, accompanied by a high-ranking delegation this afternoon, left Banjul International Airport for Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, to attend the 17th ordinary session of the African Union Heads of State and Government Summit. The President was seen off by the Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Ministers, Security Service Chiefs, legislators and members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps. Well, President Jammeh and delegation have arrived in the Equatorial Guinean capital, Malabo. The Gambian leader and delegation were received by the Prime Minister of Equatorial Guinea. Tombong AWS Tamba, an employee of Gamtel, has written to the President. The message reads, "I wish to thank you sincerely for giving me a scholarship to pursue a program in peace and conflict studies. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to shower his abundant blessings on you, your family, government, and the Gambian people in the entire Islamic Ummah." Mohammed El Chati, headmaster of Willingara Arabic and English Institute, has also sent birthday greetings to President Jammeh and lauded his efforts in his ward develop the Gambia and make it heaven on earth. Chati also saluted President Jammeh's commitment to the development of the education, health and agriculture sectors and concluded by extending wishes of good health to the President. Movers and shakers in the economic arena are meeting to further develop the productive sectors of the Gambian economy as part of efforts to accelerate growth and employment in the Gambia. The two-day convergence dubbed Gambia Economic Summit 2011, organized by the Ministry of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment in collaboration with the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and the Gambia Investment and Export Promotion Agency, was formally declared open by the Vice President and Women's Affairs Minister, Ajah Dr. Aissatou Njie Saidi. Mama J was there and she now reports.
The idea of an economic summit evolved from a collective desire to have an interactive dialogue between the government and private sector operators as a strategic approach for development. The theme for this year's forum is developing the productive sectors to accelerate growth and employment in the Gambia. The Minister of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment, Abdul Koli, said engaging in public-private sector dialogue represents a move towards a collective process of the economy. He reiterated his ministry's resolve to institutionalize an annual public-private sector forum under the auspices of the Gambia Investment and Export Promotion Agency.
As a ministry, we acknowledge the difficulty in sustaining dialogue without champions from both the public and private sectors who invest in the process and give it the drive that it needs to take its shape. It is thus envisaged that JIPA will effectively collaborate with the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry in ensuring successful hosting of this important event. Indeed, broad and inclusive public-private dialogue can serve the interests of both public and private sectors, and therefore we should both be ready, both public and private, to move the agenda forward by investing in it together.
The president of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Baimata Drame, dilated on three key development sectors of the economy like agriculture, insurance and informal sector, and its potentials as it relates to women operators.
It is critical to realize that economic performance is directly related to the proper management of export income as a buffer for rising and falling prices, and for ensuring diversification of sustainable growth and development. We should realize that the productive capacities of a country are essentially a matter of what that country is able to produce efficiently and competitively.
According to officials, the forum, which seeks to discuss issues of national interest, is meant to review government's economic development policies and programs to collectively set better goals and strategies to achieve the national goals. The Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Dr. Ajah Aissatou Njie Saidi, described the summit as timely as it comes at a time when government is developing a new planning framework, the PH program, which focuses on growth and development. Dr. Njie Saidi urged the development partners to come together and build the right synergies that will enable them face the daunting challenges of the economy.
My government, therefore, will continue to encourage this partnership in designing the right policies, of course, and programs, as well as your active participation in their implementation, in their monitoring and evaluation, among others. However, I must emphasize that the development of this country cannot be anchored on the benevolence of others. We ourselves must be on the driver's seat. We must look inwards, within, and make maximum use of our little available resources, both human, material, and financial. And most of all, we must be innovative.
It is expected that the outcome of the two-day national summit will reflect on the development challenges of the economy. Mama J, GRTS.
The Vice President and Women's Affairs Minister has been engaging officials of the Gambia's development partners in a bid to strengthen and deepen the existing cooperation between their organizations and the Gambia government. Francis Mendy was with Madam Njie Saidi and delegation in Rome, and he now tells us more about those side meetings.
The break between programs accorded the Vice President and Minister for Women's Affairs, Dr. Aissatou Njie Saidi, the opportunity to meet with officials of multilateral organizations. Madam Njie Saidi's side meetings in Rome started with a courtesy call on Dr. Jacques Diouf, the Director General of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. Diouf, who has been at the helm of the FAO for some 18 years, is set to retire at the end of the year. Vice President Dr. Aissatou Njie Saidi also held talks with Sanafude Keba Jata, the International Fund for Agricultural Development